Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your week. My name is Jeff Mahachek. If you don't know me, every week I record a video to pay it forward to the design community. So, lessons, stories, things that might help you in your career. A little bit of housekeeping before we get started. I heard you. I heard by popular demand from a bunch of DMs. I've moved all my old videos over to YouTube. So, if you wanted to find one again and watch it, you can go do that on YouTube now. I'm not a YouTuber, figuring it out. Old dog, new tricks, but I'm working on it. But help yourself to those. And also, I've signed up with a service called Intro that if was new to me, but seems really cool. It's an easy way to kind of schedule time with people like me. So advisors, mentors, coaches, where you can sign up for a 15-minute session if you just have a quick question. You could sign up for an hour session if you wanted to do a practice interview, or if you wanted to really go deep on a topic, or you had a bunch of questions. So the link to my intro is now going to be available everywhere, including in the comments, where you can sign up for that. So this week, I thought I'd talk about the importance of knowing your user. I was having a conversation with a colleague about a week ago, and I think we all know this is important, but he was actually struck by how important I thought it was. And he was curious, which I always love curiosity. And so I told him the story, the root of why this is something I'm always very passionate about, and I think is vitally important, not as designers, but as business people. So let's flash back 15, 20 years, whatever. We're not going to put a date on it. I was working for a company, and we released a new television, radio, commercial campaign. And to say it was ubiquitous would be an understatement. This was before the word viral really meant anything, but it was viral. It got lampooned on national television shows viral. It was part of the discourse. And by all standards, in terms of eyeballs, was the most well-known commercial or campaign of that year. Internally, we were all ecstatic. Of course you're ecstatic when something you create has that kind of impact. They always say there's no such thing as bad press. We saw our traffic numbers going way up. We saw people signing up for our free trial going way up. We were thrilled. Let's fast forward a little bit. What we learned in the long term, in the 2020 hindsight, is while we were this extraordinarily popular thing, it had been a change in message from things we had tried in the past. And the brief was more about popularity than anything else, to be honest. And what we learned is that this huge influx of traffic, this huge influx of people signing up for our free trial, was very heavily skewed towards people who were never actually going to pay us. They just had seen the commercial, they wanted to check it out, they signed up for a free trial, and they canceled in much higher percentages than we'd seen historically before the free trial was over. And as a result, not only did we spend a lot of money on the production, the media buying, everything having to do with the campaign itself, we actually lost money and lost profitability on the people who were coming in because of that campaign. This story has just kind of stuck in my gut for my career. So this is why when I love to talk about user segmentation, it's kind of one of my passion points. When we talk about really understanding the user, because not just because it helps the designer. I think that's usually the excuse a lot of people use. The more you understand the user, the better of a solution you can create for them. That is true. I don't want to take anything away from that. But the more you define what kind of user you actually want to be using your product because they support your business model, that will prevent you from being the most popular and costly decision. A lot of products these days are all about monthly active users. They're about how many people clicked on things. When we do A/B tests or optimization tests, we're often looking at volume for volume's sake, assuming that things will move down the line. The smartest companies, the smartest designers, and the smartest product managers, and I know that includes all of you, are going to think, hey, are we A/B testing for the users we want? Are we optimizing for the users we want? Are we studying the traffic coming in for the users we want? And the users we want are going to be the ones that most support our business model. That is, they are going to be the fastest to provide a positive ROI. And when you're in some industries, that's much easier. When you're like B2B and you've got a very specific salesperson that you're trying to convince, or products that maybe don't have a free trial that you start paying for right away, although free trials have become quite ubiquitous. Maybe you're already thinking that way. But there's a lot of products and services, and a lot of you are working on things that use free as a hook, either as a trial or free forever because, and we all know this, the user is the actual product that you're selling to an advertiser. But let's be honest, even those advertisers, they don't want traffic that's not going to convert with them. So you definitely want to have those users coming through your system that are the most attractive to those advertisers. So they'll pay a premium. So you'll have a positive ROI. So that's my little anecdote about my history, but really trying to explain the importance of making sure that your user segments are the ones that are the most optimized to support the business model of your company. And then make the creative decisions, make the design decisions that make those users feel the most seen, heard, spoken to, welcomed, included, and valued that you possibly can. So again, I'm Jeff. If you'd like a little bit of time with me, schedule me on Intro. If you're curious about old videos, check out the YouTube, which doesn't have any fancy screens, by the way. I should probably come up with some art design for it. And with that, have a lovely week, everybody, and I'll see you soon.